Hello, Monsters Band here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 and Mortal Empires Part 14. My Mousillon campaign. It's the Red Duke. We're chasing Throg around for some reason. Also, we're going to kill Heinrich because he's in the way.
Not likely.
No, but it is likely. It's very, very fucking likely. And because I'm recording ahead a little bit, last time I said, should we carry on with the long campaign victory conditions? It's, you know, taking the Empire, or should we go for the short? I don't know. I think what I want to do next is an Azhag campaign for obviously for October, but obviously he's a spooky boy because he's got a big old hats, and the hats, as we know, are spooky. Yep, good. To be fair, it's inhabited by the essence of Nagash. So, of all the hats you're going to wear, pretty fucking spooky. Because he's a big, spooky, well, he's a big, kooky-looking skeleton, really, isn't he? I mean, look, it's just weird. What were they fucking thinking with that mod? I mean, obviously the new model looks, stunning. Absolutely stunning. But the old model, the one that, if someone says Nagash to me, there is an image that immediately jumps into my head. And it's of this weird, giant hat skeleton man wearing a robe. And it doesn't invoke, at least I don't think it invokes the feeling of, oh, well, there's a master of the undead. It's more like, holy fuck, what's that?
Ready.
It's that I'm spreading skill points around. Don't even care what's happening. Look at this. Soul Blight, yes, because Soul Blight is good, and Life Leeching because that's more Winds of Magic. And oh, I meant to do renames. Do we have any? Hang on, let's have a look at renames. Unit name suggestions. There we go. Are there any good ones? Is it just, you know what? I tend to just do characters. A lot of people like the old units, and I'm like, I just name them and then I never look at them again. So, right. Vampire Lords. The Pallid Plonker. Well, yeah, no, we'll get right on that.
More sleep, child.
What about you? You can, hang on. The Pallid... Be a Plonkeret, wouldn't it? Plonkeret. There we go. It's like the Scarlet Pimpernel, but not. Good. Oh, hello. I knew if I waited, more people... It's like he's got a little entourage. It's like the Fellowship of the Ring, except they're all trying to stab each other. That's a film I'd watch. Holy shit. Oh no, Mr. Frodo. You've penetrated me with your shank. That's how that would go. Good stuff. Right, blood is power. Moving swiftly on. It's... yeah, elusive. There we go. Good. Good. Let's see if we can catch old Throg. I was standing next to a settlement which doesn't have walls, so that should be like a red rag to a bull with the old AI. Loses its mind. I swear to God. So let's... Why is Tilia... Oh, you spotted me. You were like, oh shit! Did you get away? Or can we reach you? Please let me reach you.
Darkness comes.
You motherfucker, you... Okay, good.
Their life force.
Come here. I'm so sick of chasing you around the world. I'm going to eat your face. I ate his face. Didn't think there was a point fighting that one, to be honest, because...
To the shadows.
It's going to be... Ooh, Troll Hunter. That's good. That's all right, isn't it?
Now.
Okay, so...
My bloodline calls.
We're going to bop you.
This better be.
We have Mulboot. I'm going to go... Ooh. Angelina Jolie. Is this army fine? What can I do with this? What don't I like about this army? What am I trying to bring to... You know what? I quite like this. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Can we take out... How much sort of magic do we have? We've got good magic, haven't we? So, I reckon we can take him. Fuck it. I don't even care.
Destroy them.
We're going for it. Blackstone posts. More like it says valiant defeat. I disagree. Well, okay. I'm going to put this on you. And then I'm going to continue the siege. Should we bring Thyrus the Greater over here to help? I think we're going to do that. And we just need to build up our big old vampire crypty things, don't we? And the more money we have, the better.
Cease.
Oh, have you got... No. Did you move? Oh, no, you didn't. But you have... But we don't have enough money now. So you're going to have to not stab someone. Because apparently you want 500 big ones to stab. Why? You just take a knife, thrust it repeatedly into Sam, and job's a good one. That's how that works. I don't need siege equipment. I could just auto-resolve. Oh, fuck it, I'll just auto-resolve it. What's the point? Take that. Ogre mercenaries. Is Heinrich still alive? Oh, yeah, he's got Karak Hazgaras. Oh, I'm going to have to deal with that now. I'm going to have to go and deal with that now. Okay, march over here. We'll go and deal with that. And then maybe the Empire or Paravon. You know what we're going to do? Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send... Now, Rakarth seems to be conquering the Empire. Although Nordland is now striking back. And we have... Yep, there's more marauders.
Deity protects you.
Okay. Look, right. Anyone, literally anyone. Could anyone declare war on them, please? Anyone? What do we got here? Castle Drachenfels. So we got. Oh, we can recruit Mortis engines. They're fucking good. That's pretty good. I quite like the Shady Tavern. Do we need the Shady Tavern? No, I don't think we do. So we're gonna knock that down. Gonna keep that one. The Lodestone of Darkness. Don't really need that. Knock that one down. And Grungzint. I guess we're okay with. I think what I would like to do is like use this to spread undead corruption, because it borders quite a few territories. So spreading that vamp corruption, of course, means everyone who's wandering through my territory will take damage, which is good. I mean, for me anyway. Milibud, when can... I mean, I don't really need that, do I? Charismatic leader, again. Not really that useful. Well, it does make you immune to annotated, but it's otherwise pretty shit. I guess that just makes you hard to hit. And friends, Eternal Servitude. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm going to get Earthing. And Comet of Cassandora. Perfect. You need Earthing. Never pass your ECI tests? Tell you what, I'm watching on YouTube. There's this YouTube channel which is these electricians. It's an electrician company, and they mostly do like electrical charging stations. But they do other things as well. Can I stop watching their channel? No. Why? Don't know. Never had any interest in electrical like wiring before in my life, and yet here I am watching video after video about people putting in electrical cables. That's fine. That's sure. That makes perfect sense. I mean, why wouldn't I be doing that, right? For yeah, no. Don't know. It's really good though. Artisan Electrics. It's good. Just good viewing. It's just good viewing. Right, I want to take out Paravon. So there's a couple of itty bitty little armies hanging around, but to be honest, they are zero threat. Oh, you guys. You. So we're going to... Did I said I had a plan, and then did I actually say what my plan was? Or did... Right, the plan is, just in case anyone's wondering, we're going to... First we're going to wipe out old Heinrich, because, you know, what a dick. And then we're going to recruit another army. Once we have sort of... Right, so I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of pots. You know what, we're going to get rid of that. Going to get rid of that one. We're going to build this everywhere apart from one location. And we'll build some utility buildings there instead. So we'll do that. Then we'll recruit another army. But first, we're going to make sure we've got, like, upgraded stuff. So, for example, this will be... Oh, that's going up to 4, so it's not going to be 5. Oh, but we can then get the 2 buildings. So we want to get that, because we want the library, and we want the vampire crypty thing, don't we? Because those are the money makers. Soulblight, because I like it. And, oh look, more people coming to say hello. Hello. Oh, a rare failure. Oh well. There we go. The Fey Enchantress is trespassing. Is she? But the little minx. Alright, well first off... I want... Oh, shall we just go for it? Do you? Okay, well, that's bad news for you. Well, I guess we'll be killing bats. I mean, not for very long, because, you know, they're very squishy. That's good. So we've got ogres moving on our right flank. We have our Black Grail Knights and the Rose Lances to deal with that. And on the left flank, we've already engaged units of enemy Black Knights with our Black Knights, neither of which are black. So there we go. We've also got Heinrich over here, as well as a Necromancer. About to be charged, but I think the Wailing Hag should be okay. They should be able to take that fairly well. Plus these Black Knights only have a small land charge bonus, so we should then start killing them pretty hard. Not to mention that Gertrude's in there as well. Engage the enemy ogres. About to be jumped by some bats. Of course, we can't charge them, but fortunately our stats are still ridiculously good. So good, that's fine. Some ghouls getting charged. Another Necromancer. Cameron's got a lot of Necromancers. He's got a lot of old men hanging around. And why not? Bopping those ogres, no problem there. Looking pretty good. The Red Duke's landed in the midst of some skeletons and is currently just rampaging through them. No, he's up to 72 kills. Yeah, he's doing okay. We're a little bit less sure on this flank. We're blobbed down. We've got a couple of characters in here as well. Borgars is doing his best, but more and more zombies being spawned in. We need to get reinforcements over here ASAP. We've got enemy Cairn Wraiths fighting the Wailing Hags. That's a battle where everyone loses because everyone's physical resistance and we've got magical attacks. So, but, you know, we're winning that fairly handily thanks to, I think, our melee defense and their lack of weapon strength. So, good stuff there. There's Mary Whitehouse. She casts... you know what? She cast a couple of Amber Spears. 85 kills. I think I've been one Amber Spear. 85 kills. Best spell in the game. I should have captured it, but no, it's too late now. There he goes, charging into the midst of the Wailing Hags, but quickly getting shanked to death. They're just surrounded. Yeah, they're trying to break out of that now. Our cavalry now moving over to assist the rest of our forces. You can see our Black Knights over on this flank looking a little bit... the battle's kind of hanging in the balance there. If we can destroy enough undead, that should cause the entire army to start crumbling away, though. Lovely little charge at the back of this blob, and oh, zombies flying everywhere. I mean, bits of zombies. More and more of our knights career down into the Crypt Ghouls. We've got some Graveguard now moving in to assist. We're dropping some heals on the Black Knights. There's even Krell in here as well. This is it's a bit of a problem. Some Wailing Hags have joined the party. It's a bit of a mosh pit. God knows what's going on. But looks like we've done enough, and the enemy army is now crumbling away, leaving nothing remaining. Laters, Heinrich. Oh, I could subjugate you, but nah.
What do you want?
Because I'll get to confederate you anyway. Which, I mean, seeing as Vlad didn't want, I'm always a bit like, is this mod too powerful? So I've got this mod that lets you to sort of confederate defeated lords. But is that too powerful? But then I think, well, Vlad wouldn't confederate with me, even though I had a military. And people say, oh, it's the military alliance is stopping it, but it doesn't, because I've actually there was a during one of our Total War partner roundtables, the question was asked: does having a military alliance reduce the chance of confederating a faction? And the developer said no. So it has no effect. Having a military alliance does not have an effect on being able to confederate someone. If Vlad wouldn't confederate with me, when he had 3 units left, no settlements, and a military... I mean, when would he? You know? Like, that's the perfect time.
More sleep shines.
If anything, it's slightly after the perfect time, to be brutally honest. But there we go. I guess I give you some more armor. That way you've got 90 armor, which is a bit better than the 75 you had, which is a bit meh. Assault unit? You're never going to do it, but have it anyway. And have a pub, because that'll keep you vaguely happy. Right, we need to take Dottenbach and Wissenberg and potentially strike out into the Empire. How's Manfred doing, you bald-headed little goon?
And vampires are pale and feeble. You want my blood? Come and get it.
Feeble? Have you seen a vampire? They break people in half. They've literally got supernatural strength. What are you drinking? Honest to God. Right, let's take Paravon. Because it's there. I don't need my allies. Plus, my reliability is very low, so we'll do that. Okay, Pyrrhic victory? Sure. What about if we bring Old Thyrus in, though? Old Thyrus with the clutch backup. He's got this. Hang on, where is he? There he is.
Strike out.
He's in here. That's better. Decisive victory. That's more like it, isn't it? There we go. And Occupado. It's been a while since we've invaded Bretonnia, hasn't it? Honestly, we've got... Really? We've got Pegasus Knights. There's a garrison. Are you sure? Apparently we do. Alright, that's... Sure. Sure. Wait, did we get... Did we... Hang on. Did we get these... Nope. No. Oh, right, we have to kill... Right. We need to conquer or vassalize Paravon. Fine. So what does this do? Unlocks recruiting following Pegasus Knights Manticore. Unlocks recruiting the following units from the Regiments of Renowned panel. Does it? We don't have a Manticore or Pegasus Knights there, so I'm going to say no, but I could be wrong. Alright, we're going to ignore the dwarves because, God, I really hate dwarves.
This better be important.
They're almost as bad as wood elves. They're like slower, tankier wood elves. They're just a different variation with hair. So much hair. Can you imagine dealing with the plug? You know, a bunch of dwarves go for a shower. That plug is going to be clogged to balls. Isn't it? It's just going to be a big old pile of hair there. Ugh. Ugh. Horrible. Anywho. More Vimpiers. And, yep. And, yep. And, sure. Look at that. Yeah, making all the monies. And that's why we need to recruit another army here, don't we? We also need to do that here. We've got Evil Hogwarts, which is obviously key. Oh, also, don't we have the thing at Nullen? When can we build that? The Blood Keep. There we go. That's what we want, isn't it? But we can't build that until level 5. So we need to take Wissenberg and Dottenbach. Look at me doing the accents, eh? And people say I can't do pronunciations. Right, you're still alive. Why? Finally. So we've got... I want this one, don't I? So I'm going to save another 6 blood smooches. And then we can get immunity to untainted attrition, which is fucking useful. Just because I really hate taking attrition. I don't know what it is. I just hate it. It's my skin crawl. I'm not a fan. You could be a survivalist. Sure. Anything else? Could be hard to hit. Oh, you don't even have, like, your deadly blades over here. Right, we shall crush Paravon. And then I think I'll think about declaring war on the high... The only problem is if I declare war on the high elves, then we're gonna have a lot of elves heading in this direction. Like a lot of them. So many of them. My only slight concern is that then if the Wood Elves declare war on us, we get to be an elf sandwich, and I don't want to be the meat in an elf sandwich. It's just not how I see myself. Yeah, come in. Oh, savages, where? Over there. Okay.
What do you want this night?
I want a Viscount.
Ready. More sleep shine.
Okay, God, Paravon does not have a lot of stuff, does it? You just have your little thing over there. We could... I could hit you now. What? Do you have a big garrison? Do not. We'll bring in Thyrus, because why not? Why not? Let's get this... Isn't it weird that vampire crypts don't increase vampiric corruption? You'd think they would. Of all the buildings to increase vampiric corruption, I would definitely say vampire crypts would be a big one, wouldn't it? Really, that's what I think anyway. You know, that's my fresh take. Do I knock this down? Because we could get the auction house, which has 2 main benefits. The first is obviously we have a port in this region, so you know, more money from ports. The other is we get David Dickinson in here, which is, you know, he is super orange. Is he still alive? God knows. He was a very orange boy, wasn't he? Holy shit. It was like a slightly weirder Lovejoy. Do I want defences here? You know what I want is I want more crypts, don't I? That's what I want. Need more crypts. Hello. I don't even need to move Eustache anywhere. He gathers people to him. He's a people person. Well, he's a people stabbing person. Oh, come on, Rakarth. No, fuck off. What is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is... You son of a bitch. You absolute son of a bitch. I cannot believe you just did that. Ooh. 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 Ooh, no. Oh, the rage. It builds. You absolute bastard. I can't believe you just did that. Okay, we're going to have to get another army because Rakarth is a dick. I was like, maybe we could be friends with Rakarth. I mean, he's got enough... He's fighting enough people as it is. Talking of fighting people. Hello, Chaos. Rise of Chaos over there. Right. So, Now,
You will pay the price for your insolence.
so you're all with Marienburg, Midland, Nordland, and then you went, I'm going to declare war on the guys in strength rank 3. Really?
You waste my time.
Oh, you're right over there as well, you absolute bastard. Okay, book it. Do we have defences here? No, of course not. Why do I never build defences?
Kill them. Raise them.
At Marienburg. Why do I always think I can get away with it?
What do you want?
Like the absolute melon that I am. Right, okay. Let's... Vlad. You're up, buddy. Okay, we're gonna go. Restless Deads, The Hunger. Cloud of Horror. Sure. I'm not super into that. Storm of Night only affects flying units, doesn't it? Which means it's mostly garbage. Mesmerizing Aura is okay. Monstrous Strength is pretty good. So, let's get that and then that. Let's... Okay. Let's do something like that. Unliving Host is a good shout. Vlad himself can be a bit of a terror, so we'll grab something like this. He doesn't have any armor. We're going to give him a charm shield. He's got Blood Drinker and the Castine Ring. I'm going to give him missile resistance and a Wand of Jet? Yeah, why not? Okay, you're going to get some stuff. Raised dead costs. Campaign movement range is good. And sure.
The von Garstein.
And then we recruit a little defense force to say, hey, Rakarth, fuck you. Does it? So we already get, so we get walls on the okay, sure. I'm happy with that. We'll get the doobie what sits there. So we don't actually need the defences. We get the walls anyway, which is fine. Uh-oh.
Glade Lord.
Elves with plague. They've got them. They riddled. Virus. Go Invocation of the Heck. Telsian, Mistress of the Dark, can have magical reserves. The old one, Magical Animus. It's not bad. You can summon Morn Ghouls. Really? Alright. Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. You get that at rank 10. Whoa. Affects allies in range. Active if enemy presence in ability range. You get more charge bonus, damage resistance, armor piercing. Whoa. Holy shit, that's amazing. That's really good. Okay. The Pallid Plonkerets. And evasion. Sure. Let's go with that. And more growth. And Kemperbad's about to be lost, so won't bother doing anything there. Let's get Baleful Rituals, so that's a little bit more Vampiric Corruption. I wonder if the Pallid Plonker is that a reference to the Scarlet Pimpernel or no? What the fuck are you attacking? Fort Bergbrus. Why? A valiant defeat. It's not going to be a valiant defeat. Okay. Now, I could have taken the walls, but if I had, The problem is that those crossbows would have just chewed through my units. So I don't want to give them the satisfaction. What we're going to do is lure them inside the city, because once they're inside the city, I mean, yes, they're inside the city, but they're trapped. Trapped in with me. They can't get away then, you see. So we've got our knights hiding on the flanks over here, and we're defending the centre using our trebuchet to good effect to bombard the enemy army as it clambers up onto those walls. Of course, it will make them tired as well as they're clambering up onto the walls, so that will benefit me. But already you can see they're taking a lot of damage there. They use some feral cold ones. I'm not so worried about them. Manticore landing in among... I mean, it should be no... Oh, no. Okay, they've got Dark Conduit. Fantastic. So that's one unit of Graveguard deads. Good. No problem. Apparently, the Khainite Assassin managed to open the gate himself. Hello. He's got some... He does have some feral cold ones. And a Death Hag also joining the party. I really should have saved this ammo for the Dark Shards rather than the Dread Spears. Because the Dark Shards aren't... the Dread Spears aren't really going to be an issue. It's the Dark Shards that are going to be the issue. So we're focus firing the Trebuchet on those Dark Shards, trying to take out as many as possible. Death Hag going to be a little bit of a problem. I mean... That blood should be slopping all over the place. But very, I mean, you know, is it congealed? Who knows? Maybe that's how Abarash did it. Maybe he kept it warm. You know, kept it heated. Had like a little heater. Maybe. Just like drained it all out. I mean, that just takes a lot of prep though, doesn't it? That's a lot of forward thinking. I don't think I've got a few quite antsy messages about the whole Abarash rant. I mean, I assume most people realised I was joking, right? But still, how's this going? These are poop arrows. Enjoy. It's like, what? They're fucking what? They're poop arrows. They pooped on them, and then they're shooting them at you. You're infected with peasant poop. Enjoy. He's not having a good time, is he? It's like, I need a shower after this. Oh dear. Okay, well, he's having a bad time, which is good. Our cavalry now moving in. I mean, in many respects, they're sacrificial. They just need to kill off the Dark Shards. Once the Dark Shards are dead, I don't really care. And that assassin could be an issue, but that's fine. Okay, so we've got the enemy characters surrounded. So as long as we can pin them down, we can finish them off, no problem. Little cavalry charge there, slamming into the back of that unit. In comes the what's it? The murderous rampage? What is it? What's it called? Have you used Dark Conduit as well? Oh my god, I've lost so many units of Dark Conduit. Goddamn hate that skill unless it's me using it. What was it? Murderous Mastery. Murderous Prowess. There we go. Little charge there. Squishing some more Dread Spears, which is fine. Happy with that. Doing a lot of damage. The Feral Kobold's coming back to the fight, but only momentarily before they are routed once more. That Manticore's being a right pain in the ass. And the Death Hag, while doing some damage, is now bogged down and is struggling. The assassin, I think he got pooped on and left. But I think he got... I mean, to be fair, if I was assassin, you know, cool, sleek, stylish, if someone started firing poop at me, I'd be out. I'd be like, I don't care. I'm out. I'm gone. It's just, you know, it wouldn't be on brand. That Death Hag, can we just... No, nice arse, isn't it? I mean, it's not a big one. In fact, he's kind of got Johnny... Kane has Johnny Bravo-esque sort of like... He's got like weirdly big body, skinny little legs. He's just very top heavy, isn't he? Oh well, I guess if you're the god of murder, maybe that's why the god of people started taking the piss out of him for his weird legs, and next thing you know, he's the god of murder. Fair play. So So we're concentrating artillery fire on this blob over here. Ooh, nice hits. That's good. So we're just doing as much damage as possible. We need to take out those dark shards. We're bringing the cavalry back away. They've done their job, and you can see these dark shards now getting whittled down, which is perfect. We've held the line here. The Death Hag is now retreating out of combat. Our general unit is almost dead. And the Death Hag is slowly making... Now, we've basically run out of ammunition here, so I'm going to use the mounted peasant archers to chase down the Death Hag, make sure she dies, because I don't want her coming back. The worst thing that can happen here is that rallying enemy units flee into the settlement and then end up sort of like, oh, I'm just going to come over here and capture that, because there's no easy way back. You have to go all the way around. Bit of a pain in the ass. I've used it against the AI sometimes. Even the... I mean, it's actually a really good way to take the city, because the AI does not know how to deal with that. You know, you land a unit and you move the unit around here, and the rest, like, everything on the wall just goes shit, and just makes a beeline for it. It takes so long to get around there that by the time they got there, they're basically running out of victory points. So sucks to be them. We're now moving the Graveguard down off the ramp. We're fine. We can now engage the rest of them. We do have our knights here. However, some of the enemy units are actually flanking around. They're trying to get around to the city centre, but I've spotted them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my mounted peasant archers round just to keep them busy. Maybe get the artillery to focus on them. Now, our Graveguard should win this fight, but the Dark Shards are getting some shots in, which I do not like, so we're going to try and take them out with the Trebuchet. I've also got these knights, and what I want to try and do is get the knights through here and then take out the Dark Shards, because Dark Shards is the only thing that's going to be doing damage in this army. The Dread Spears are absolute trash. Dark Shards, on the other hand, are very nasty. Now, I'm going to try and flank around, but there's not much room here, so we're going to have to just push on through. Fortunately, in this lance formation, we actually have a lot of acceleration, which means we should be able to push through our units. So there we go. Even through our units, we managed to get a reasonable charge off, and then we just need to push through on this weakened flank here. You see, that's causing some units to waver. And we're through. And we just need to take out these Dark Shards, ideally, without pummeling our own units with stones. Take out these Dark Shards. And then we just need to deal with these units over here. So there's about 3 units heading towards... Let's say about 2 units now heading towards the city centre there. And we've got some mounted peasant archers standing before them. And that's it. Didn't get an effective charge off on these Dark Shards, but the important thing is that we're in combat with them and they can't shoot us. That's the important thing. While the rest of our Graveguards slowly mulch these Dread Spears. They will be losing the fight, mostly because their stats are worse-ish, but they don't have any armor piercing. So basically they'll be doing very little damage to the Graveguard, but the Graveguard should be doing slightly more to them. Plus they got more weapon strength, so when they do hit, they will do more damage. You can see they're slowly grinding that unit down. But the poor cavalry are locked in combat with some Dread Spears. Isn't particularly great for them because their stats aren't great. Their melee defense and melee attack is not particularly effective. They do need that charge bonus, and of course locked into combat with these Dread Spears, not the best. We're going to send our peasant archers to their death. Have a little wrap around there is going to keep those Dark Shards busy. And while the Dark Shards are busy, we can then pummel them with boulders. Hooray! And yes, some peasants may die. That's a sacrifice I'm willing for them to make. Keep hitting them with rocks. Nice bit. You see what we did here? We try and blob them up. And so then we're killing as many as possible by dropping boulders on them. You can see they're not super happy about that. And there they go. The enemy army is broken. We did win. It was just a little bit closer than I would have liked. Good. Was a little bit closer than I would have liked, but why do they want the fort? I guess because they think the fort looks like an undefended, like it doesn't have walls or something. I think that's what it is. There must be something in the AI that goes, if you see a settlement without walls, kill it. Because God knows, they just go insane, don't they? Just lose their little minds. Alright, I'm going to do something about that. Grunberg is undefended. Ugh. No problem. Right, we're going to lose Grunberg unless we march over there. But if we march over there, we might be marching into trouble. I would prefer to lose Grunberg than the Red Duke's army. So let's not do that. Vlad can bop you. No killing forts. I really hate fighting the battles. I think I've... During my Volkmar campaign, I fought the battle at Helmgart so often, I just got sick to the back teeth of it. Could not be bothered with it anymore. Oh, it's just such a ball ache. Let me guess, this is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Well, that could have been worse. That could have been worse. Alright, we'll take Helmgart. Thank you very much. And do all the skill ups. Don't need that, do we? No, we decided that last time. Just reaffirming my life choices. Protector of the Realm is fine. What else do we have? Not really anything that's going to benefit from that. So let's maybe go with plate armor. I mean, transfixing gaze is, I'll be honest, kind of meh. Kind of meh. Oh, hunger. Trying to keep the Isabella vampire blob. It's fun for the first 10 battles, and after that you're like, oh god, this again. But that's fine. Mary. We're going to give you Transformation of Cadon. And yep, there we go. Just surrounded by... He's the belle of the ball. I say surrounded. I mean, he's not so surrounded now, obviously. 7 blood... I should get more assassins, but Eustache is just doing the good stuff. Grunberg we're going to lose, aren't we? No. Well, I think we are. Especially because you've got Const's Puttkammer in there, who is going to be a fucking beefcake. Okay, we'll get that there. Building up that.
I am Vlad.
Yes, you.
I am unstoppable.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe.
Vlad von Karstein.
If we just get you in here, then we can do some recruitment, get some stuff. Not Blood Knights. If I get you over here, I could get Blood Knights. I could give you an unholy trebuchet. What does that... You know, how do we know it's unholy? What's it done? Who knows? Something terrible, no doubt. It's probably like Hitler's trebuchet or something. Why would Hitler have a trebuchet? I don't know. But maybe. We can't be sure. No, Grunberg! You were my 4th favourite settlement in the Reichland. And now you're dead. I mean, but we can... I'm assuming we can reach Grunberg next turn, in which case then we just kill that army, right?
I will alone.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what's going to happen there, is we're just going to murder all of these guys, despite the fact that Const is here. But they will apparently kill one of our ghost ladies, which I'm not about, so we're going to have to obviously fight the battle, but that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.